Hey guys, I'm Chronic Gamer and you're watching the Bookah report for the 9th of November 2012. Some of you might have noticed that this channel has pretty much been dead for the last couple of weeks. Now, I could go into a greatly detailed and lengthy explanation why this was the case, but since I'm pretty sure that no one is really actively following the development of the channel, at least not as of yet, I'm still hopeful. But I'm just gonna spare you all the details and go straight for the short version, which would be that I moved to a new place. And this is also the reason why you might detect a slight echo in my recordings. The room I'm currently in is still pretty empty and the walls are bare, so I'm gonna try and remedy this in the next couple of days, maybe in a week or two. I don't exactly know when I'm gonna find the time to attack the problem, but soon the recording should be back to their usual standards of quality, so bear with me. But enough about me, let's get to the news. First off, the Lost Shores content patch. Starting with just a simple sentence going as follows: something stirs in the sea of sorrows. The first content patch, or rather the first big content patch for Guild Wars 2 was announced. Or you could say the announcing process has begun. Because following this there were a few teaser screenshots and also 2 posters, one of which inviting us to a casual tropical retreat and the other one warning us about some kind of danger that's lurking in the depth of the sea. But now we have a bit more concrete information about this patch, and the information about the content itself is resulting from an interview with Colin Johansson held by Pocket from MMORPG.com. They talked a bit about other stuff, for example, about the plans for leveling through PvP, or rather that there aren't any current plans, but it's up for discussion, and about templates. So just check out the whole video. It's going to be, there's going to be a link in the description below this one. But I'm just going to focus on the content patch information. There are 3 big things that are going to come with this content patch. The first of which will be the beta version of a new PvP map. Now, this is a beta version because you will be able to decide whether or not it's going to get its place in the permanent PvP map rotation. I don't know whether or not there's going to be a questionnaire in-game, or you'll have to go to the forums. But one way or another, you're going to be able to make your voice be heard. The second one is a new type of dungeon, and there's going to be one example in the upcoming content patch. This new type will get harder and harder the further you progress in the dungeon. So don't be discouraged if you just can't get past the 3rd boss or so, but you can feel pretty badass once you get through it all. The third one is a new island, and Colin Johansson called it a rather small island, at least in comparison with the usual size of areas in Guild Wars 2. But it's still supposed to be packed with fun new events, and the live team of Guild Wars 2 is supposed to add more and more events throughout the course of the game. So there's gonna be lots of new stuff to do even in the future. Following this interview, ArenaNet announced the schedule for the release events coming up on Friday, November 16th and going on throughout the entire weekend. Now on Friday and Saturday there are going to be kickoff events both at noon PST, 8 PM GMT for the first phase on Friday and the second one on Saturday, both in Lion's Arch, that will then make some new content, some events that you can do throughout the whole day available for you to play with. Now, I'm not exactly sure whether or not you'll be able to do the kickoff events by yourself, or it's just a one-time event that will be available for everyone. but they especially mentioned the Sunday event because at the same time, noon PST, 8 p.m. GMT, on Sunday there's going to be a really big event with an event chain that will take multiple hours. And this is going to be a one-time only event. So if you miss it forever. That's something you can tell your kids about, damn it. So this will then again make lots of new content available and will be the finale of this launch event for the first content patch of Guild Wars 2. Don't miss it. Quite a while ago, ArenaNet announced an Halloween diorama contest, and now we finally know who the winners are. I'm gonna put a few of the pictures of those dioramas into the video, but I can just strongly advise you to take a longer look at them at the official Guild Wars 2 page. I'm gonna put the link in the description below this video and just look at the detail. It's amazing how talented some of the Guild Wars 2 fans are. I'm always forgetting that there's talent behind the community somehow. But hey, one thing I want to mention is that I really like the prize structure that they had for this contest. It's not so that there's one prize the grand prize winner gets, one prize the first prize winner gets, but rather that the grand prize winner gets a collector's edition in this case, and all the other prizes the other ones got. The first prize winner doesn't get the collector's edition, but the graphics card, the, I think, Guild Wars 2 peripherals, and also down below to the honorable mentions who got the Gamescom in-game t-shirts with the Guild Wars 2 logo on it. So it's fairly rare that you see a prize structure like that, but in this case I really like it, so nobody misses out on anyone who maybe thinks he doesn't want a collector's edition, but rather has the NVIDIA graphics card. Next off, we have a few new videos on the official YouTube ArenaNet channel. And somehow I always end up complaining about these, and sadly I have to say I'm gonna complain again. It's supposed to be a tutorial video, but I have to say that for those guys who know anything about Guild Wars 2, it's probably completely irrelevant, so don't even bother. And for those who don't know anything about Guild Wars 2, it would be helpful if they would be able to understand what the hell he's talking about. But if somebody mentions dynamic events and gives a slight explanation of that, it doesn't tell anyone who doesn't know the word dynamic event. So the tutorial function is rather restricted. The second part is that all the information given in this video was already in those 4 parts of videos concerning World v World, PvP, combat, and dynamic events. So the information was already there, and most of it, at least to a certain extent, were also in the kind of second advertisement video. For all those guys who complained about the live action one, there was kind of a second advertisement video with a bit more of focus on the in-game graphics. So no real interesting information, no new information that wasn't already in some kind of video, no real tutorial effect in the video, at least as far as I am concerned, in my opinion. As you can see, I have lots of complaints about it, but well, give it a watch anyway. Maybe if you have the same opinion as I do, or if you have another, let me know, let ArenaNet know. Every feedback can only result in improvement. That's all for today's Bookah report. Thank you guys for watching. Just a bit of information. I currently have a pretty decent upload, so I'm gonna be streaming some of the stuff I'm going to do in Guild Wars 2. Probably the main focus on player versus player. So you can check that out on twitch.com/chronicgamer, exactly as it is for the YouTube channel. And you can also follow me on twitter.com/chronicgamer for all the updates and informations, and also some messages when I'm streaming so you don't miss it. If you liked the video, please let me know in the comments or click the like button or the dislike, whatever your opinion has been. I'm always happy about constructive criticism, and well, if it's not constructive, leave it as well. I'm not going to be happy, but I won't stop you. So again, thank you for watching. My name is Chronic Gamer. I'll see you next time.